Welcome to Spokane Business at Spokane Talks. I'm Cyndi Donahue. I'm very pleased to be joined by Greg Lipsker of Barrister Winery. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Cyndi. Thank
It's
you.
always good to see you.
Oh, it's wonderful to be here. Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
What's going on at the winery right now?
We are just finishing up crush. The harvest is all in, the grapes are all in, and now the fermentation is just about complete. So we'll be finishing off crush tomorrow and Thursday. Everything will be in the barrel by Friday.
Wow.
Yes.
So this is your busy time of year.
This is a crazy time of year, yes.
And normally lots of events also in the tasting room
Yes.
this
yes.
time of year.
Mhm.
So you have a lot going on. So when and why did you start Barrister Winery?
Well, we started the winery in 2001. Actually, it all began in 1997. Michael White, my partner, we were just best friends and wine drinking buddies. Probably drank way too much wine together. But in 97, just after Thanksgiving, Michael and his wife and their daughter and my son John and I went up to Ainsworth Hot Springs for the weekend. And we got on the road and started talking and realized that nobody had brought anything to drink. Did not bode well.
No.
Yeah, it did not bode well for the weekend. So we're driving through Nelson, BC, and the store says wine shop. So we pull in, and they don't sell bottles of wine, they sell winemaking kits. And we said, we always wanted to make wine. So we bought this kit to make 5 gallons of red wine from a concentrate. And then we went down to bought some wine for the weekend. But that's how this whole thing began.
With the winemaking kit.
With the winemaking kit, yeah. I mean, if I would have brought some gin and some tonic, this never would have happened.
Wow, what a
So,
great story.
yes.
And have you always been located on Railroad Alley?
No, we started in 2001 on Cataldo in the 1,500 square feet in the daylight basement of an old livery stable. And then we moved to our present location in 2004.
And how does it affect the wine, or does it affect the wine being near the railroad?
Yes. We say all of our wines are train settled. We think we're the only winery in the state where our barrel room is underneath the railroad tracks.
And how does that affect the wine? Is it the shaking?
Every time a train goes by, the barrels are gently vibrated. And we get 25,000 trains a year overhead. So by the time we release a Cabernet Franc or Cabernet Sauvignon, it's been gently shaken, not stirred, about 70,000 times.
Wow. And does that contribute to the flavor or the smoothness, or how would that affect the wine?
It means that we don't have to manipulate it as much. We only have to rack it one time, as opposed to most wineries have to do that 3 times. And it also helps contribute to the soft mouthfeel of our wine. I mean, the soft mouthfeel, starts how the grapes are grown, how we do the fermentation, but it's an additional factor that we had no idea about.
That is my big thing when I drink wine, is I say it has a soft mouth feel. And I do feel that Rough Justice has that. It has that smooth texture.
Yes. Yeah, and that smooth texture is kind of our signature style. You know, if you like wines that are fruit forward, have a gentle mouthfeel, soft tannins, and a long finish, you're going to find that in every one of our wines. It's just kind of our winemaking style. If you like those big, robust tannic wines, that's not us. But as I say, if you like that gentle mouthfeel and soft tannins, you're going to find that in Rough Justice and Sangiovese and Cabernet Sauvignon, just across the board and everything.
So it's smooth.
Yes.
And so what has been the biggest obstacle in the course of this journey that the two of you have been on? What's been the biggest obstacle you faced?
Well, we've been really fortunate. At the beginning, we were able to get into some some of the finest vineyards in the state. The biggest obstacle is kind of at the beginning, it seemed like we're in Spokane. We're not in the large metropolitan areas like Seattle but it's turned out to be a blessing.
Well, it seems like to me, and I'm sure this is how it feels to you, it seems like the Spokane area has really rallied around Barrister. I mean, I feel like it's a source of pride for a community. So
We'd like to think so, but yeah, the Spokane community has been amazing. So our success is really because the people in Spokane have been so loyal.
is that what you would say is the best thing about being located in Spokane? Is the community or the people?
The community and the people, and it really starts with the regulators. I mean, the planning board, the building department, the health department, everyone has been, just so helpful and, really positive and helping us rather than being obstructive.
Yeah, I mean, now we have a cork district, right?
Yes.
I mean, who knew?
I know, yes.
And Spokane has that. And so what would you want the community to know about Barrister Winery now?
About Barrister Winery now? Well, we are still open. The community has just stepped up and has been so supportive. So we, it's been interesting. It's because it's been a whole, we used to do a lot of events, 2 to 3 events a week, weddings, fundraisers for nonprofits, client appreciation events.
First Fridays. I've been to a lot of First Fridays there, yeah.
And all of that is gone. But the community has just stepped up. They've been so supportive, both our wine club and the people in the community, and we couldn't, without the support we've had from the community, I don't know that we would still be open.
And so if someone wanted to buy Barrister wine for the holidays, how would they do that?
Okay. They can come into the winery. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Tuesday from noon to 7, Wednesday through Saturday, noon to 9. So you can come into the winery. Also, and you can come into the winery, we social distance, you have to wear masks, and purchase wine. If you're not comfortable coming in, we can deliver it if you come in and park and just give us a buzz. And also, during this whole pandemic, in order to try to accommodate our people in Spokane, we are doing home delivery, free home delivery in Spokane. And
you'll bring it to my house?
I'll bring it to your house, yes.
Wow. Not that I need more wine at my house. So as you know, my husband's a first-level sommelier,
Yes,
and so
yes.
I'm trying to get him connected to you. So we have, you should come to my house and drink some of the wine, and then we can refill it with
Yes.
Barrister wine.
That would be great.
Well, thank you for coming on today. I'm so glad to get a chance to talk with you, and I hope that Barrister continues to have amazing success.
No, Cyndi, thank you so very much.
Good to see you.
And thank you to the community.
I'm Kamika Love, but you might know me as the Budget Mom. A lot of people read, I paid off $77,000 in 8 months. But what they don't hear about is the journey and struggle it took to get to that point. After I got divorced, I found myself shopping to feel better. Ultimately, it put me into credit card debt. When my son was born, it was the first time I actually felt true responsibility. I knew that there was a better life for me, but I didn't know how to get there. Finances are really boring. We make budgeting beautiful. That's what we do here at the Budget Mom. When I first started budgeting, it was critical for me that I had 2 important things. I needed to have multiple savings accounts, and I needed to make sure that I wasn't flooded with unexpected fees, and STCU provides that for me. I really couldn't do that at just any one of the large banks. It's awesome because when I walk in, they all know me by name. It wasn't just easy to join STCU, it was comfortable. We're inspiring hope. We're inspiring change. STCU is here for good.